I'm going to close it out with Shazam.
All right,
I did go see it last night. And it's fine, I guess. I don't know. It did go, I did like it because it went a little bonkers. Like at some point, the kids are able to tame the scariest looking unicorns you ever see. And then they ride the unicorns to kill nightmare creatures. I was like, that's cool.
This is the sequel, right? This is Shazam 2,
it's a sequel. Yeah. It's, I got a soft spot in my heart for the character. It's one of the earlier ones that I was into back in the day, and I like the whole idea. And this really leads into the magic and everything. The plot was fine. I'm probably sure if I thought about it, I could pick some holes in it. But when you get into magic, it's like whatever. They could do whatever because magic. And you're trying to. It picks up a little bit of where it left off, where Billy would be emotionally having been abandoned by his mother, and he's about to age out. He thinks he's going to have to get kicked out because of costs and things like that. And meanwhile, the parents are really wanting him to open up, call her mom and things like that. So, I mean, all those emotional beats are fine. It's just, I think it's just in the details. Like a lot of the humor just didn't work for me. What kind of worked in the first one just doesn't work in this one. And the biggest problem with it is that Zach Levy and Asher Angel, you don't feel like it's the same guy in a grown-up body. You feel like it's Zach Levy being Zach Levy. And Asher Angel is being himself, and it's fine. It's got a couple of twists I wasn't expecting. I thought the bad guys were going to be bad throughout, and that's not exactly what happens. And there's a sacrifice at the end, but of course it's undone. And that I didn't like. So I was like, it would have been ballsy if they actually went through with it. And again, it's fine, but it's not gonna be that memorable, and I don't think it's gonna break any box office records. And it's
so 1 to 5. What would you give it?
3 at best, 2.5 to 3.
Serviceable then, right?
Serviceable, yeah. I mean, if they could have tightened up some of the dialogue and some of the comedy a little bit better, because like I said, the idea is that these two goddesses, or actually it turns out to be 3, they're daughters of Titans. So if you know your Greek mythology, the Titans were the fathers of gods, right? And they got sealed off in their world from magic by the wizard with the staff and everything. That's how all the magic came into our world, but they don't have any of it. And it kind of wrecked their world. So they want to get the Tree of Life. They have to plant a seed for the Tree of Life to restart their world. That's reasonable. But one of them, Lucy Liu, she's really pissed off at man. So she'd just rather use the seed to plant in our world, which is a big no-no because planting in our world creates all sorts of havoc and nastiness and regrow everything. So she's out for revenge and the other ones are out to save the world. But, it's like, well, if you're just have to save the world, why you just ask nicely? They probably would have given you the apple and you could have done it. And they were kind of, very evil about it. But then when you find out why they're doing what they're doing, it's kind of like, well, you would have saved yourself a lot of trouble if you hadn't done all what you did. And I get that you're mad, but this doesn't really help anything. And then Lucy Liu turns out to be the big bad, and the other two kind of fight against her to stop her from destroying the world. And she ends up planting the tree, it grows a big tree, and from the tree, it sprouts out just like every weird monster.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm gonna have to leave a little early. I'm getting a call here. I got to take, but you go ahead. Though.
I will keep going.
All right.
So the weird monsters are like minotaurs and trolls and cyclopses and harpies and things like that. And then unicorns. And the unicorns are like really the worst looking unicorns you ever did see. So, and because of the way the staff works, they were able to take away the powers of most of the kids except for Billy. And then there's a big fight at the end, as you might expect. And then he dies, and then he's brought back to life by Wonder Woman. So if you were expecting I don't know what I was expecting. I was hoping it would be a little bit better than what it was, but it wasn't awful. It wasn't great. It was, watch it once and then you'll forget about it. You won't it won't have any real lasting impact. And it is what it is. It's better than some of the other stuff. It's better than Black Adam. It's better than, the first Suicide Squad, and probably more put together than Batman v Superman. But on the whole, at this point in time with all the superhero movies, you got to be something else. And otherwise it's just more the same, and you don't really care that much. So I wish I could be more, that's just, it didn't inspire hatred because it's not really that woke or anything. It didn't inspire love because it doesn't do anything superlative. So perfectly average movie, guys. That's about the best I can give you on that. Thank you for watching this excerpt from Outpost Frequencies. Tune in live every Sunday at noon Central Time or 6 o'clock UK time. And also, remember to come to lastmovieoutpost.com for all your latest in movie news, streaming news, and everything cool about film. We are the cool news now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next stream.